Hey guys, Brandon Willem, CCM Magazine. Today checking in with our pals Sean Rodriguez and Kevin Young, who just teamed up on a new single. It is finished. It's out there now. The music video is out there too. You guys got to tell us how two of you with different styles of music get hooked up together to collab on this one.
Man, so I love to try to push things, kind of push outside the box, get creative a little bit. And it's so funny when I got the update that I was gonna go on Winter Jam in 2023. Me and my friends are sitting around talking, we're looking at the lineup and we're like, how crazy would that be if we did like a disciple feature? And everyone's like, whoa, what would that even sound like? Like it's so different. And then during Winter Jam, this song, It Is Finished, the song Start at least kind of came to life. And we were all just kind of in the same friends group, like, wait a minute, is this the opportunity? Like, is this the chance to take it to Kevin and C? And at first, we didn't think like we're like, oh, I don't know. Like I didn't know Kevin well at that time. Because this was just kind of in the starts of it. And we're like, no, I don't know if he would do it. I don't know if he would do it. But man, we were like blown away and beyond excited when he finally did get to hear the song and said, "Yep, let's go." We were like, "What's happening right now? Whoa, whoa, wait a minute." And so it kind of like it started with wouldn't that be cool if, oh yeah, that would be crazy. Wait, is this a thing? Oh my gosh, this is happening. And so it's kind of like the stages of excitement, at least from my end.
What was it like for you, Kevin, when you heard the song? What made it stand out to you that hey, I'll put my vocals on this one?
Well, they didn't need me at all. I told him that. I was like, "Why do you want me on this? This is, I mean, the first time I heard it, I love telling the story because this story belongs to no one else ever in the music industry. But I've been watching Sean on Winter Jam, and I was just hanging out. I'd already seen it set however many times, and this night he pulls out this song. It's completely different, and I'm like, "Dude, that song was incredible. What was that?" And he's like, "Oh, it's just a song I wrote last night." And I was like, you wrote a song last night and then you performed it today? No one has ever done that, like ever, in front of thousands of people. And like I can barely remember the songs that I wrote 10 years ago, and he's remembering lyrics from a song he wrote last night. And I was like, this is incredible. Then he had the idea that he kept working on it, changing it and whatever, and had the idea to have me sing on it. I was like, that song, that doesn't need me in it. But you know, of course, I loved him. I'm a huge fan. I was a huge fan of him the first show I ever saw him. So I was, like, yeah, let's go.
If you're ever going to try that, Winter Jam is even a little more complicated to try it because you're going out there with like a 10-minute set. You got to be very selective over what songs you're playing that night.
This guy is unreal. He's unlike any other artist you'll ever see. Seriously, like I couldn't even believe it that just the courage it took to do that.
It was a gamble, man. Like I said, I love, pushing the box and taking gambles. That was a risk that happened to pay off. And I was so
And the
glad.
crowd was into it from night one, weren't they?
What was that?
The crowd was into it from the first time you performed it, weren't they?
Oh yeah, the
I mean,
first time that drop hit and everyone freaked out, I was like, we got something.
we saw something here.
That was
Yeah.
that was I'm not gonna lie to you, that was probably like one of the best from like a hype perspective. That was one of the best live feelings was testing out a song that we did the day before, not sure if anyone's gonna like it. The drop hits and everyone loses their mind. It was just like it was like movie moment, like it was pretty cool.
That song was never on the bench.
Yeah.
It was always in the starting lineup
Yeah.
from the moment it existed.
Let's go back to how the crowd reacted last year, Winter Jam, with Disciples on there. I mean, they're used to seeing Skillet several times on Winter Jam, but there's not a lot of the heavy metal that makes it on there. You got all the CCM and worship sounds, and then here comes these guys with guitar riffs and black hair, black shirts, long hair. How'd that go over with these crowds that brought their youth groups to this concert? Maybe not at the Disciple.
I got it tied up today for my CCM interview. I'm nice and clean for you guys. All right. Uh, I don't know, man. We're just ourselves. You have to ask people who've seen the show. I mean, if we've been doing this for a long time now, and if you don't like us by now, we're not going to get any better. That's for sure. So It's not. We're definitely not improving in our craft. We're right where we're supposed to be. But it's fun, man. We love that. I think that we excel in those kind of environments because this is just my personal, observing the audience. Even people who don't listen to a lot of rock and roll, they like it deep down, and especially if they get to experience it live. And a band that like us that has fun playing live, we're not just playing, we're having fun, and it's fun, literally fun to go to work for us. We enjoy it very much, and so it's kind of contagious. And so I think they're like, oh yeah, I forgot I like this. You know what I mean? So I think that is fun for us.
You talk about all those years Disciple's been around. A lot of firsts have already happened, but you guys were still able to make a first happen these past couple of weeks. The first Grammy nomination for Disciple has finally rolled in. Tell us how you found out about that and what the reactions were around the bus when the news starts spreading that you guys have a Grammy nomination.
I was in my bunk asleep, and they came back, and I was like, somebody had the phone out, and I was like, "Are you filming me? Like, what are you doing?" And they told me, and it's so funny because we did this worship project under a different band name called Honor and Glory because we didn't want to confuse Disciple and Honor and Glory, and we only just did it because we like worship, and we wanted to do some worship songs and just start a band that did worship. We literally only doing it because we want to, and not for some financial reason or advancing a reason. We're not, we were doing it because we wanted to, and we didn't. That record label didn't even ask us to do this song. We just decided to do it. We didn't even ask him if we could do it. We just said, "Oh, I like the song Firm Foundation" by Cody Carnes, and we just decided to record it literally because we wanted to. It's not, and so to get a Grammy nomination for it is absolutely insane because, again, we were just worshiping Jesus, and the song's very special. It means a lot to me. A lot of things I've been through personally, but the storms of your life and your foundation built on the rock of Christ, and that house stands. It just means so much to me to sing that song the nights that we play it, perform it. And so the Grammy nomination is kind of whatever. It's not even real, honestly. It's just something that you guys are saying that just sounds like you're talking about somebody else. But I'll take it. It does feel good. But that's
that date cleared on the tour schedule so you guys can make that trip to the Grammys.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think my wife's more excited than I am, so she's ready to go.
Sean, the song here, It Is Finished, going to be on a new album that's coming out next year. What's the update on the progress of that one?
Man, I'm loving it. It's a very balanced kind of variety kind of genre on there, but that's really what makes me love it. I don't know how many people know this, but before I was able to step into full-time music, I was actually a full-time family pastor. And so with that, you have to, be able to break down a message for kids, teenagers, their parents, their grandparents, something that can, kind of reach generationally. And when God opened up the door to full-time music, I wanted my music to reflect the ministry that he put in my heart. And so I still wanted to reach families. And so on this project that's coming out, it's a blend of different things because I want the message of this project to reach generationally. And so, we've had songs like It Is Finished, Honey, Jesus Will. The next song, the song that's going to come on and kind of complete that project is called Rise. And it's just, I've had a blast making it. It's been really cool to be able to be experimental, and I'm super thankful for my team who has, not told me here's the box, stay in the center of it. They've said blow it up and just, write what God puts on your heart and do it. And we've really seen that translate well in the live setting and all of that. So I'm very excited for this work to be finished, and I'm excited for what's next after that.
All right, we can look for that in early next year. It Is Finished is already out there, though. You can go stream that. They've got a music video for it, too. It Is Finished featuring Kevin and Disciple. Good to hang out with you guys today.
And you too, buddy. Thanks
For having us.